Taylor Swift, Better Than Revenge, very, very popular song. I am Finbar of Finbar Bass. All right, so what are those lessons all about down there when you click in the YouTube text box right down there? You should definitely do that if you haven't already. There are some really fun lessons for beginners on there. There's one for intermediate, for more advanced players. For instance, there's a lesson on the floating thumb technique, right? Which is a cool right hand, or actually a plucking hand technique, I should say. If you're lefty, it'll be your left hand, righty, you'll probably be your right hand. But it's a way to mute the strings out, to keep your hand in a natural position. It's the way that I play bass. I love it a lot. It's not the only way, of course, but these tips and tricks can kind of catapult you sort of like into the next level, make your playing sound more professional and make those notes really ring out. It's helped a lot of people out, and that's just one of the lessons, that's just an example. But it's basically, again, about, having fun, getting better on the bass, and playing some music. For the intro of this song, you're going to be on the 2nd fret of the A string, right there. You're going to hit that 8 times. Then you're on the 3rd fret of the E string, right here. Do it with one finger so you can see. And you're going to be hitting, this is all 8th notes, you're going to be hitting it all 8 times. And then you're on the 5th fret of the A string, right down here. And then you're on the 5th fret of the E string, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to repeat that twice. Make it sound a little bit different, go down to that 4th fret instead of going to the 5th fret of the E string. That's the intro right there. The verses are very, very similar. What you're going to do is you're going to do this, you're going to do that again, right? 8 hits on the 2nd of the A, 3rd of the E, 5th of the A, and then 5th of the E, just like we did, right? And then when you go to repeat that, you're going to go on the 2nd fret, and 3rd fret of the E, just like we did before, but instead of going to the 5th fret of the A and 5th fret of the E, what you're going to do is you're going to hit 2 staccato hits on the 5th fret of the E string. Of course, you can, 5th fret of the E string is the same thing as the open A, so you can do that if you want to instead. So what that's going to sound like. Just like that. And then for the chorus, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to be on the 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, and 5th fret. Just like before, you're going to do that twice, right? And then you're going to hit little staccato hits on the 2nd fret, right? 4 hits. You're going to do it on the 2nd fret of the A string. You're going to do 4 hits on the 3rd fret of the E string, right? And then the 5th fret of the E. So it's going to look like this. Just like that. And the way I'm doing those notes, these staccato notes right here, is I'm just releasing pressure on my finger. I'm hitting the note, right? So I'm applying pressure down to the strings, and then just don't lift all the way off the string. Apply the pressure and just release pressure. Your finger is still on it, so what's going to happen there is when you release pressure, it's going to mute that note, so you're not going to be able to hear it anymore. If you haven't done that before, practice it a little bit so you'll be able to halt your note whenever you want. So again, 2nd fret, 3rd fret of the E, 5th fret of the E. And then you're going to do 8th notes again on the 3rd fret of the E string. And then 2nd fret, you go back to the 2nd fret of the A, 8 notes. Back to the 3rd fret of the E. And then you're going to hit that 5th fret of the E, but you're going to hold it. Just like that. So if I play that whole thing right from the beginning of the chorus, from the staccato part of the chorus. Just like that. Now for the bridge in this song, you're going to ride on that 3rd fret of the E string, and you're going to do that for 2 measures, right? You're going to hit it 8 times for each measure, so you're going to actually be hitting 16, but just think of it like 8, just like that. And then you're going to hit the 5th fret and hold it for a measure, right? So that's going to sound like this. So hit the 5th fret of the, like I said, 5th fret of the E, and then you're going to hit just once, right? You're going to hold it for a measure. Then you're going to hit the 2nd fret of the A, 3rd fret of the E, and then you got this cool little descender right there. So you're going to hit 4 hits on the 5th fret of the A and 4 hits on the 4th fret of the A string. So that whole thing together. Then you're going to go to that 2nd fret again, you're kind of repeating. 2nd fret of the A, 3rd fret of the E. Then you're going to hit 8 notes on that 5th fret of the A and 8 notes on the 5th fret of the E. So this is actually really simple. If you follow along with the song, you'll totally get it. I'll play the bridge part for you all together. Just like that. All right, Taylor Swift. Fun little bass line to play, actually. You're really going to love it. You're going to be able to get it in no time and have fun with that one, yo. Don't forget, click on the little YouTube text box right down there if you haven't gotten those lessons already. And you could always subscribe to Finbar Bass so that you will know when all this kind of stuff is coming out. Other than that, as I already said by accident, have fun with it, yo.